it doesn't have enough time to do much during its one precious short life. Yet with one swipe, a human can snatch such a priceless life away without a second's thought.
This might go without saying, but Japan, you're weird. You, as a country collectively, have issues you need to work out. And don't get me wrong, I love your movies and your video games and just about everything about your country. But just sometimes you go a little too far. Sometimes you make things like Mister Mosquito for the PlayStation 2. And it's not like this is like some kind of hentai, tentacle, raping, crazy man-girl hybrid thing. No, this is a fairly normal concept. You play as a mosquito, and you suck blood. So why the hell is this 16-year-old schoolgirl crawling around on all fours looking for her contact lenses? Why do I have to fly up her pants and sting her on the butt? Actually, you don't have to do that. But that didn't stop me from trying. Right off the bat, there is something immensely wrong with this game. We're talking like barnyard problems here. Anyone who knows anything about mosquitoes knows that only female mosquitoes suck blood. So why the hell is it called Mister Mosquito? It should be called Mrs. Mosquito. The story is, Mr. Mosquito is an unwelcome guest in the Yamato household. And throughout the game, you attack various members of the family, the father, the mother, and the daughter. At first, they're only mildly aware of your presence in the household, but as the game progresses, they get angry and more hostile. The cutscenes are all presented in this weird point-of-view camera where I can't tell if I'm looking up at them, or they're all lying on the ground, or what's going on here, really. And it loses a bit of its dramatic tension, I think. It would be much better if we could see these people walking around, interacting with each other like real people, and not just bobbing, talking heads. Each level takes place in a different room where you'll have to suck a certain amount of blood from a member of the family. To do this, you have to find their specific attack points. This is actually a little bit like Shadow of the Colossus for PlayStation 2, where you have this giant enemy, and certain spots on the body are weak points where you can cling on and do damage. Of course, in Mister Mosquito, you have to be a little bit stealthy about things. If they spot you, you enter battle mode, in which case they'll start swatting at you, or spraying you with a hose, or whatever else they can do to stop you. Your goal is to hit the relax points, which is... okay, I don't understand this, to be honest. You can, like, zoom, target, rush them, and if you hit all these points, the person just goes, Do people have relax points? That's creepy to think that someone could just come poke me in the cheek, and I'm just, never mind. And that's the thing, like, some of these relax points are oddly placed. Bliss. It's so dirty, and I don't know why, because you're not really doing anything dirty, you're attacking them. Why are they moaning orgasmically? I don't understand you, Japan. I don't understand you. I mean, if it was that easy to get a woman to orgasm, well, geez, man, I'd be doing a lot better in their whole romantic department, you know? I'd be like, hey, babe. And she'd be like, It just doesn't happen like that, guys. It just does not happen like that. What, do I gotta be a mosquito or something? Do they know the secret to the woman's heart? Do you see what this game is doing to my mind? It has twisted, bent it, and turned it all around. My mind is upside down. I cannot think straight right now. All I can think about is tentacles, boobs, and going up young schoolgirl skirts. Once you find the attack points on your target, you can rush at them with a lock-on feature, and then you start rotating the control stick to suck their blood. During this time, you're constantly keeping an eye on the stress meter, and if the victim is getting too stressed, you have to take off immediately. Because if they swat you, you're done. One hit, that's it. You lose all your blood, all the items you collected, everything. And this is a pretty fun mechanic. My only complaint is that you have to rotate the control stick to suck the blood. And it feels good. It is a good motion to do. But the problem is, it's bad for your controllers. The rooms themselves are so open and large and well rendered that it's fun just to fly around under tables and inside pop cans and explore every nook and cranny of this game. And by doing so, you find heart pieces, which increase your maximum life, and you can find these EX tanks, which serve to make the game harder. At first, the levels are extremely varied and fun, my favorite being the bathtub. I mean, okay, well, for obvious reasons, why would you not like this level? Visually, it's gorgeous, the atmosphere is right, and there's a naked chick in the bathtub. Who cares if she's only 15? It's Japan! Back to the levels. Like I said, they're really good at first, but near the end of the game, they start getting a little bit too repetitive. Once the Yamada family has had enough of your hijinks, they start trying to take you down directly. And at first, this is kind of cool when you fight the mother in a room and she's searching for you and hunting you down. It's like a big boss fight. I liked it. But then you fight the daughter, and then the father. These three levels play exactly the same. Sure, there's slightly different strategies in beating them, but I liked it better when I had to be stealthy and I had to sneak around. I thought that was the purpose of the game. So I guess it kind of loses its identity near the end. But you still get 6 fantastic levels of sneaking around and hunting people down. Graphically, the game is pretty impressive. It's not pushing the PlayStation 2 to its absolute limits or anything like that, but it gets the job done and still holds up today. You know what everything is, and the atmosphere is pretty cool. I want to get back to the controls for a second. I know I already talked about the whole rotating the control stick thing, but I also want to talk about flying. It's a little awkward. There are at least 4 or 5 buttons used to fly in different ways, to back up, to go up, to move left, to move right. It seems like it should have been streamlined. It's not as complicated as it sounds at first, but the fact that it seems complicated at all is a problem. This is a Mosquito game. You're supposed to fly like 100% of the time pretty much. So you shouldn't be bombarded with all these ridiculous controls. This is not a flight simulator, you know? This should be a simple pick up and play experience. And it's not quite there, just because you have to learn all these different maneuvers. It's the best way to avoid being attacked. Now, I've been rambling a lot, per usual, and what you really want to know is, should you buy Mister Mosquito? It's a tough call. If you want to play a weird game and experience something different, then by all means, this is a good purchase. It's one of the strangest games that Japan has to offer. Okay, I might take that back, because it's probably not. This is not your typical Mario game or Zelda game. This is something totally different and bizarre. It's perverted, it's sick, it's kind of fun in a dirty way. It's not really polished, and it's not an example of expert game design by any means. So if the concept and the gameplay appeal to you, you should give it a try. There's another damn mosquito in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. 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 Oh, yeah. Huh. Mister Mosquito, Halo 3. Brrr.